We have this treasure in clay jars so that it may be made clear that this extraordinary power comes from God and not from us. To new members and longtime members, curious neighbors and faithful friends, First Baptist on 5th is a treasure. This treasure comes from God, of course, but we see it in the faces of our diverse and vibrant church family. We hear it in stories of belonging and welcome, and we experience it right here in our church house at 501 West 5th Street in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. But sometimes the jar cracks. Sometimes the pottery needs tending. Sometimes we need reminding that the container of the treasure bears witness to the treasure itself. First Baptist on 5th is embarking on a thrilling project to tend our treasure by tending that proverbial jar. Commitments to accessibility, sustainability, hospitality, and legacy animate our project. And what better time to do this as we approach our church house's 100th anniversary in 2025, marking 100 years of life together on this very block in the heart of the city.
One of the most important, but perhaps least thought of aspects of the hospitality of a building is the signage. Clear and easy to read signs throughout the interior of a space and around the exterior of a building helps everyone navigate the space a little bit better. When visitors come into our church house right now, they see signs from different time periods with room names that don't quite make sense, like the youth loft on the first floor. Being able to thoughtfully consider what signs we need and where they need to be located, both inside and outside of our church house, is, I think, one of the most welcoming upgrades of this entire building project.
I first visited First on 5th in spring of last year, and we'd heard wonderful things. We had already visited online, as a matter of fact, but when we got here, I knew we could walk around to the front and go up. We assumed as much. I had seen the front, but that's not where we were parked. How do we get into this place? Where is the door? We, in fact, were parked on the street, and there were several little doors, and it would have been very helpful to have seen signs or a clearer entrance. Like many churches, the front door is not the front door. Most people come in through the back door, but we have more than one back door. We have side doors, and walking across gravel to get there is it's okay for me, but I have come with people who are more mobility challenged, and making their way across the gravel parking lot is not an easy task for them. And you add on to that, you're not even sure you're headed to the right entrance. We can do better.
A very important part of this building project is the installation of a brand new sound system for the sanctuary. This system will replace the current system that was installed in the sanctuary renovation of 2007 and will offer enhanced sound for those worshiping in the sanctuary, as well as those joining us by way of our live streaming broadcast. It will also include a new listening assistance system for those with hearing impairment, so that all may participate fully in the life of the community in this space.
There's something holy and meaningful about gathering together physically in the church house for worship and other activities. That's why our project is placing specific importance on accessibility. One way we are doing this is by paving our gravel parking lot and adding a driveway drop-off on the west side of the lot by the door nearest the elevator, so that all are able to access the church house with ease. As we dream big about this area, if we exceed our campaign goal, we hope to cover the driveway and walkway into the building in order to further extend the level of accessibility so that anyone who hopes to join us in the physical space of the church house is able, no matter the weather.
As we think about sustainability in our life together, we plan to add solar panels on the roof to offset energy costs and increase sustainability. In addition to solar panels, we plan to install electric vehicle chargers in the parking lot to create both a revenue stream and support EV technology access in our downtown city center.
As we continue to lean into our hospitality here at First on Fifth, one way we will do that is with a new playground. Our new playground will be a new and accessible playground equipment for all children of all abilities, which leans into our mission statement of cultivating the well-being of children. This will also allow easier access from the building for the safety of our children and our children's ministry leaders for us to move our playground closer to the building. This also adds a sense of connection with programming that will be happening in our new outdoor pavilion. Speaking of our new outdoor pavilion, our outdoor pavilion will offer a flexible space for church-wide meals, outdoor worship experiences, and fellowship gatherings. Who doesn't love a good meal when we're able to gather outside in downtown Winston-Salem?
It is no secret that the carpet on the first floor of our building is not the most welcoming sight. It gives you thoughts of the latest true crime story and the countless number of food crumbs hiding in the nooks and crannies of the carpet in Kelly Auditorium. With this project, we will be able to replace all of the flooring on the first floor. This upgrade will help us present a more welcoming first impression for those who enter the building from the parking lot. And rest assured that the flooring that will be used throughout the first floor will be whatever is most appropriate for the space and for its use. And you might remember in the building project presentation, there was a list of items we could tackle should we exceed our campaign goal. One of those projects is replacing the flooring throughout the building, excluding the sanctuary. Being able to replace all of the carpeting at the same time would allow for continuity through the building and the least amount of disruption. It would only add that much more welcome to our space.
The sanctuary will also receive a new way to get hot air to the sanctuary, replacing the 100-year-old blower fan with a system of multiple fans that will keep us warm in the winter months. We'll also receive a new HVAC energy management system that will help us save money on our utility bills and also operate all the heating and air conditioning equipment in this building. One possible add-on for this project is the replacement of all our exterior windows, which will provide additional energy savings as well as contribute to the aesthetic beauty of this 100-year-old building.
In order to do all sorts of hospitality, it is vitally important that we have a functional and equipped prep kitchen. In this project, we will finally be able to complete our prep kitchen by adding additional appliances, cabinetry, and countertops. And this will all continue to enhance our abilities to provide good hospitality as we seek to be a good presence in downtown Winston-Salem.
Life Together is about making our church house hospitable, inside and out. With safety and security in mind, we'll be installing new interior and exterior security cameras so that the church house will be a safe and welcoming space for all.
The Baraka Room provides a great multi-use space not only for groups within the church to use, but also community groups that might be looking for a place to gather. The building project proposal allows for this space to be spruced up a little bit with a fresh coat of paint and addressing the flooring. And should we exceed our campaign goal, we could make the space even more welcoming and useful with a complete renovation. Upgrades that would take this room from what it currently is to a true multi-use community space that would fit groups of 20 to 50 people.
The soul of this project will be in the space set aside for legacy, to remember the saints gone before us and to give thanks for their life amidst our congregation's life together. A columbarium and a sacred garden will do just that, and the patio space around it will hold inscribed pavers in honor and in memory of that great cloud of witness who surrounds us. Life together, you might say.
The work we did in the prior project allows us to be at the place where we can do this. If we hadn't done that work, we would not be in a place where we could do something as beautiful as what we're envisioning now. So I think from that perspective, the church should get behind it, should support it, and I think it'll be a beautiful addition to our church and our church family.
We are beneficiaries of the legacy of those who came before us, who built this place, who maintained it, who enhanced it. It's our turn to leave something for those who come after us.
So we have just finished the silent campaign phase of this capital campaign, and we have been working with some leadership groups within our church, the deacons, the finance team, individuals who had participated in previous campaigns and had indicated and had shown that they this is a priority for them. And so over the month of August, we had a couple sessions and we had some one-on-one meetings to enter a silent campaign phase. And we had 38 giving units, total $1,161,800. I think I have that number right. So close to $1.2 million has already been pledged to this campaign. And for those people, those individuals and family units who have done that, a huge thank you. That's going to go a long way to now propelling us to our final goal of somewhere around $2 million. Numbers are still coming in, so it's a little fluid right now. And so anything that you can give and anything that others can participate and contribute to this will be very important. But for those who have already stepped up and said, I'm in, we thank you for that and encourage you to also talk to other church members about having that enthusiasm and excitement to be part of this campaign.
Thank you, First Baptist Church, for entrusting the committee to come up with this, and we look forward to working on it for you.
Oh, how we have this treasure. Thanks be to God for this indescribable gift.